They disrespected you. They wanted a reaction, rage, chaos, a loss of control. But you stayed calm, calculated, dangerous, because the most powerful response is silence sharpened with purpose. No yelling, no drama, just a few cold, devastating words delivered with precision that flip the script and shut them down instantly. In this video, I'll give you those exact lines. Stoic power moves built for toxic coworkers, arrogant strangers, judgmental family, whoever dares to test you. Walk away with unshakable confidence and leave them speechless. Before we dive in, if you're serious about mastering your emotions and commanding quiet respect, subscribe to Stoic State Daily. Subscribe now and join the few who refuse to be controlled by noise, because those who control their emotions control everything. When to use this line? Use it when someone constantly interrupts you with sarcastic remarks, especially in group settings. The loud coworker who mocks without offering solutions. The friend who takes subtle jabs to feel superior. The person who always talks, but never says anything worth hearing. This line stops them cold. It's not aggressive. It's not emotional. It's effortless. And that's exactly why it works. You're not stooping to their level. You're showing them there's no level at all. You're in a different league entirely. How I use this line and shut someone down instantly. A while back, I was in a group conversation with an old classmate. Let's call him Ryan. Ryan had one personality trait, tearing people down to feel important. He wasn't insightful, helpful, or even funny, just loud and sarcastic. I was making a point during the discussion when he cut in with that smug tone. "Oh yeah, because you're such a genius, right?" Everyone laughed, not because it was clever, but because it was loud. But instead of reacting, I smiled and said, "Ryan, if I had $1 for every smart thing you said, I'd be broke." Silence. One guy choked on his drink. Another muttered, "Damn." Ryan? He sat there, red-faced, shifting, scrambling for a response he didn't have. And from that moment on, he never tried that nonsense with me again. Why this works in group dynamics. Rude people crave attention. They perform for an audience. Their goal isn't just to mock you, it's to get a reaction and win approval from the crowd. But when you respond with calm, cutting clarity, it flips the spotlight. Suddenly, they're not the dominant voice. They're the fool being exposed. And the room feels it. You don't just defend yourself, you shift the energy entirely. Now everyone sees what they really are, loud, insecure, and painfully unoriginal. That's the true sting. Not only did you not react, you made them irrelevant. When to hold it back. Not every moment needs a mic drop. Sometimes the most powerful move is to say nothing at all. If the person isn't worth your energy, or if they're clearly trying to bait you, silence can be even more brutal. Use this line when it makes a statement, not when it gives someone undeserved attention. The goal isn't to humiliate, it's to maintain your composure while reminding them you won't tolerate disrespect. Emotional discipline means knowing when to strike, and when to walk away with your dignity fully intact. The psychology behind silence and precision. Rude people feed off chaos. They want you reactive, emotional, off balance, because that gives them control. But when you pause, when you respond with silence or a sharp, measured line, you're breaking their script. You're showing them you're not playing their game. You're rewriting the rules. That's Stoic magnetism in action. Quiet confidence, emotional control, and total power. You don't react because you need approval. You respond because you've already won. And once they realize they can't shake you, they shrink. How to build that kind of presence? It starts with restraint, not silence out of fear, but silence by choice. You train yourself to pause, observe, and process instead of reacting. Every time you choose composure over chaos, you sharpen your edge. People begin to notice. You say less, but when you speak, it lands. You don't seek to dominate the room, yet somehow you own it. That's not arrogance, it's authority. Earned not by volume, but by control. the kind of presence that makes others lean in and second-guess crossing you again. Daily habits that reinforce Stoic magnetism. Wake up with intention, not noise. Start your day in silence. No phone, no distractions, just presence. Practice responding slowly in conversations, even when triggered. Journal your reactions. What rattled you? Why? How could you have handled it better? Train your mind to pause before every reply. Meditate on control, not comfort. And most of all, audit your energy. Stop explaining yourself to people who haven't earned the right to influence you. The more you protect your peace, the more others feel your presence, without you having to prove anything. Final takeaway. The most magnetic people aren't loud. They're composed. They don't fight for respect. They carry it. And when someone crosses the line, they don't explode. They respond with purpose. One line. One moment. That's all it takes to shift the power dynamic forever. So the next time someone tries to rattle you, remember, your calm is your weapon. Your clarity is your armor. And your words? That's where the real power lives. If you're ready to master that level of presence, subscribe to Stoic State Daily. Get the tools, the mindset, and the strategy to walk through chaos untouched. Because those who control themselves control everything.